Welcome all to the Random Green channel. Today I wanted to go over the 2024 University of Florida Gators Gridiron schedule. And, well, I tried to look up who's all returning and everything, and I think they have some returning starters on defense. I'm not aware of the quarterback situation. I didn't go that in depth. But I do know the coach. That's Billy Napier. And, yeah, I could, but you don't want to hear me talk about the coach and his great grandfather's middle name. So it's about the results you want to more than likely hear. So I'll get to the point this time, and well, maybe I won't. No, actually, I will. So they open up with the Miami Hurricanes at home against. So Florida opens up with them. The last time they played was, I thought it was 2018, but it was actually 2019, and they won a really close game. That's when I think they had Felipe Franks as a quarterback or whatever, the Gators. The Gators made the SEC championship game in 2020, so here I'm going in a tangent about what's happened in the past, but you want to know what my prediction is for the 2024 season, right? Okay. The 2024 Florida Gators open up with Miami Hurricanes. Did I mention they opened up with the Miami Hurricanes? 34-28 overtime win. I don't know why I said this. I wrote down the scores. I'm not going to read every score. So they beat Miami. They have a really tough non-conference game against Samford. Really like the way SEC schedules tough non-conference opponents. Well, actually, I'll give credit to where credit's due. Is they played Utah last two, like 22 and 23. So they did schedule some tough non-conference opponents. That's more Alabama that doesn't schedule non-conference opponents, even though this year Alabama has a decent non-conference schedule. So they will win against Samford. Texas A&M, I think they have a new coach. Jimbo Fisher, I think. I don't know if he resigned. Maybe Jimbo Fisher is still there. It's hard to keep track of almost 200 Division 1A teams, FBS teams. They win against Texas A&M at home in the swamp. It's not an easy game, but I think they'll find a win. 38-20. Did I mention? I'll just say, heck, why not? I'll say their score against Samford, 45-0 over Samford. Mississippi State at Hail State. Mississippi State got rid of their coach right after one season. He was a young, and they didn't even give him a chance. And there might have been some other information on their mother. There might be another story behind that, why they let him go so early. So I think I like to see, nothing against Mississippi State fans, but when a coach gets let go like that, and I don't know the whole circumstances, of course. If it was just they didn't want to give him, they got impatient with him. I think that's going to backfire for Mississippi State this year. Florida beats Mississippi State 42-7. They're absolutely destroy Mississippi State. Good. I hope they destroy him. Well, again, it's yeah, whatever. 4-0 at this point. Then they have a bye. Central Florida comes into town. The Knights, they're not too bad, but I say Florida finds a way to win 27-22. Again, I think their defense might be a little better this year. I think they returned some talent on defense. And it was literally, I just saw the other day, if Jimbo Fisher was at Texas A&M. And I don't think no, it's the guy, Nate Nevis is a Texas A&M coach now. Hey, this is what you get on the Random Green channel. Randomness. Play Central Florida. They'll beat them 27-22. At Tennessee, that'll be their first loss. Sorry, Gators fans. Sorry. I used to work with a Florida fan. He'd always do this. He'd always go, He was a pretty cool guy. But they get beat by Tennessee. Tennessee is going to be good, I think. Play home against Kentucky. Now, Kentucky's beaten them the last like 3 or 4 seasons now. So they're on a streak against Florida, which is rare because, as you know, from like 1986 to 1987, 1986 was the last time they beat them before like 2018. So it was like 2017, 2018, that's when Kentucky beat Florida for the first time in a long time. So I think Kentucky's got the better of them the last few years. But I think Florida wins this game against Kentucky, the Wildcats. And, yeah, Stoops is still there, I believe, as the head ball coach for Kentucky. But they find a way to win 42-27. And they have a bye. Then they play number 1 Georgia. I still think Georgia is going to be a top 5 team, even though they say it says they're number 1. Will they make the playoff? I don't know. Who knows? They get beat by Georgia. Kind of like a low-scoring game. Georgia will play really good on defense. Florida will try to find a way to score against Georgia. And I think it'll be like Florida might score a couple late touchdowns and make it look good. 24-13, Georgia beats Florida. Then at Texas, I think since they had such a bad game against Georgia, probably offensively, my prediction is they'll go to Texas and get beat pretty soundly. And then they play another tough game at home, though, against LSU. And I think LSU, geez, they will find a way to win a really close game. They'll kick a last-second field goal to win that game. These are all predictions, so take it with a grain of salt, what I'm telling you. They could go undefeated. You never know. These are all predictions again. I'm not getting paid millions of dollars. Once again, I'm not getting paid millions of dollars. I've said this in all my videos. Predictions for college gridiron teams. It's all predictions. It's all free. Ole Miss. Hey, it's maybe some entertainment too. I don't know. They beat Ole Miss in not a low-scoring game. How can I say a low-scoring game? Because SEC's turning in what the Big 12 was. You know, SEC is going to get these high-scoring games now, and I don't like it. And part of it is because you can't put a hand on these offensive players. These offensive players can't. Oh, you touched me! Penalty! Penalty! Oh, please, please, referee! The defensive player hurt my feelings. So I think, you know, these offensive players, it's going to be a high-scoring game against them. And not all the time. It's going to be a low-scoring game. Not all the time. It's going to be a high-scoring game. Sometimes there's going to be some low-scoring game defensive battles, which I like. They beat Ole Miss in a last-second field goal, much like LSU, 30-28, 30-27 against LSU. And then at Florida State, they battle Florida State and they win in overtime, and they get to a bowl game and win. So what is that? I'm not going to go back and try to figure out what their record's going to be because it's all a prediction anyway. And thank you all for watching and stopping by this channel. Like, share, and I'm not going to even ask you to subscribe because you know random green means random videos. All right. Later, folks. Thanks.